Bama is back in action, the first practice has begun, and now what will it all be like? And the QB question? Let's analyze this Alabama and what Deboer had to say. Alabama is back in action, and the first preseason practice took place Wednesday morning with an energy that only college football can provide. Inside the Hank Crisp Indoor Training Center, the players displayed a level of intensity from the start that pleased head coach Deboer. But, as he himself emphasized after the session, the big question isn't just starting strong, it's keeping the fire burning until the final whistle of the season. And at the center of this discussion is a fundamental position for any football team, the quarterback. Deboer, now in his second year at the helm of the Crimson Tide, spoke about his quarterback's performance on the first day of practice. What was clear from the coach's words was a sense of visible progress, especially when it came to the players' confidence and familiarity with the offensive system. He mentioned that Ty, Austin, and Keelan had shown significant improvements compared to last summer. These improvements, however, are not just the result of individual talent, but also of hard work off the field, in repetitions and game study. It was impossible not to notice the tone of enthusiasm in Deboer's voice when he spoke about Keelan. The young quarterback seems to be quickly gaining ground within the group. According to the coach, Keelan has demonstrated an impressive ability to make quick decisions without hesitation. This type of mentality is crucial in an offensive scheme that relies on both precision and efficiency. It's not just about throwing the ball forward, it's about making the right choices at the right time, and Keelan seems to be internalizing this naturally. For Deboer, this leap is something that stands out even in a competitive group like Alabama's quarterbacks. But Keelan wasn't the only one receiving praise. Ty also performed well, especially when it came to converting short passes into big plays. Deboer emphasized the importance of these 5-yard plays that can turn into 15 or 20, or even explosive plays. It's precisely this kind of consistency that makes a quarterback reliable. When you can count on your offensive leader to follow your progressions without forcing risky passes, it opens up a wider range of possibilities in play calling. This allows the offensive coordinator to explore more options, knowing that there will be at least some positive progress, even if it isn't a spectacular play. Furthermore, Deboer highlighted the overall mindset of the quarterback group. The idea of controlling the ball and avoiding turnovers is something that permeates Alabama's entire offensive scheme. This doesn't mean the team will settle for conservative plays. On the contrary, it's precisely this balanced mindset that allows the offense to function in different situations. Whether on short second down, long third down, or even a critical fourth down, quarterbacks' ability to manage the pace of the game is crucial to putting their teams in advantageous positions. When asked about how snaps will be distributed among quarterbacks during the preseason, Deboer got straight to the point. He stated that the initial plan is to maintain a similar structure to the one used in the spring, but with natural adjustments as players excel. Keelan, for example, should continue to receive more opportunities, especially after showing significant growth compared to previous practices. However, the coach made it clear that he won't hesitate to make changes if a player demonstrates exceptional performance. This flexibility is essential to ensuring the best possible roster is prepared for the season. What's clear from Deboer's words is that Alabama is building something special this year. The quarterback competition isn't seen as a fierce contest, but rather as a collaboration that elevates everyone's level. Each of them brings unique qualities to the table, and the goal is to get the most out of each player while shaping a cohesive and efficient unit. It's still too early to predict who will be the undisputed starter, but what matters now is the process. And in this process, Alabama seems to be heading in the right direction. And what else to talk about? Of course! There is genuine care for the individual development of each athlete, something that becomes evident when listening to his comments about Deontay Lawson and Jalen Hale. Deboer spoke enthusiastically about Deontay Lawson's progress, highlighting the leadership he has demonstrated on the field. It's no secret that Lawson is in a delicate process of returning to the field, but his presence is already being felt by his teammates. The coach was clear that there are still limitations, repetitions and workload need to be closely monitored. However, the fact that Lawson is there, participating and contributing, is a positive sign. It shows that Alabama values not only numbers, but also the mentality and attitude of its players. Seeing someone like Lawson overcoming obstacles and demonstrating maturity is inspiring to the entire squad. He may not be 100%, but his contagious energy makes all the difference. It's exciting to think about how he will continue to grow as the schedule progresses. As for Jalen Hale, the story is equally exciting. Recalling the significant injury he suffered in the spring of 2024, it's clear Hale faced a difficult road, but his recovery journey is a testament to resilience. Deboer emphasized the collaborative effort between Hale and the medical staff, emphasizing the pride everyone feels in his progress. The coach fondly recalled the conversations in December, when the team was eager to see Hale finally integrated into training. Each phase, spring, summer, and now group practices, has brought new challenges, but also opportunities for growth. Although he's still accumulating reps and learning the rhythm of the real game, his natural tools are beginning to shine. His confidence is returning, and that's a real thing. Deboer is visibly excited about what Hale can offer this fall, and that expectation is shared by everyone who follows the program. Seeing a young talent emerge in this way reinforces the spirit of constant renewal that defines Alabama. Beyond the individual highlights, Deboer also commented on the team's overall balance during recent practices. He acknowledged that, despite the physical limitations imposed by the use of specific equipment such as spider protectors and helmets, the level of competitiveness was remarkable. For him, the most important thing was to observe that no one position completely dominated another, which indicates a well-balanced group. This type of dynamic is essential to building a solid team capable of facing high-level opponents. The defense, as expected, stood out, but not in isolation. The offense also showed quality, creating a healthy and productive duel. This harmony between the positional groups reflects the hard work that has been put in since the beginning of the preseason. The coach knows that the team's success depends on a combination of factors: leadership, resilience, balance, and, above all, unity. Looking to the future, it's impossible not to feel a mix of optimism and expectation. With players like Deontay Lawson and Jalen Hale taking important steps in their careers, and with a squad demonstrating an impressive team spirit, Alabama is ready to face the challenges ahead. And he talked a lot more, but I want to highlight these items now, and about recruitment. This guy, Anthony Jones, is a 5-star prospect for the 2026 class. Considered one of the most promising defensive players in the country, Jones revealed that he is close to announcing his future, with the announcement possibly coming as early as next week. The young athlete's words during Mobile High School's press conference made it clear that he is entering the final stretch of a decision that promises to profoundly impact the college football landscape. Jones is a versatile and dominant player, traits that make him extremely desirable to any top-tier program. In Alabama's case, the interest goes beyond mere recruitment. The team sees him as a potential role player in strategic defensive schemes, such as the Bandit or the Wolf. These roles require not only size and strength, but also agility and sharp instincts, qualities Jones demonstrated in abundance throughout his high school career. The competition for Jones' commitment is fierce, with Oregon and Texas A&M emerging as Alabama's main rivals in this contest. Each of these programs offers solid arguments for attracting the young defender, but the Crimson Tide has a significant advantage: its historic reputation for developing defensive talent and turning them into stars on the national stage. Furthermore, the fact that Jones is an Alabama recruit adds an emotional element to the mix. The Alabama head coach certainly knows how much a player like Jones can further strengthen a defensive system already recognized as one of the best in the country. The prospect's versatility allows him to be used in multiple roles within the scheme, whether pressuring the opposing quarterback, covering receivers, or even defending power runs. His presence on the field would be a real asset, especially in games against explosive offensive teams, something Alabama will face several times throughout the season. While Jones' final decision is in his hands, the timing of this choice presents Alabama with a unique opportunity to strengthen its position. In the coming days, the Crimson Tide recruiting staff will likely intensify its efforts to ensure the young defender feels valued and understands the growth potential the program offers. If he chooses to commit to the Crimson Tide, the team will gain not only an immensely talented player but also a symbol of the program's ongoing commitment to attracting the best prospects in the country. On the other hand, if he chooses Oregon or Texas A&M, Alabama will need to adjust its recruiting strategies to fill that gap. I want to see this young man land at Bama and help the Crimson Tide. What about you? Comment.